How to fix Mafia EI Classic crash on difficulty selection. Welcome back to Teknobalta. If you recently purchased Mafia Roman 2 Classic and find the game crashing to the desktop the moment you select the difficulty level, you are not alone. Our team tested this exact scenario extensively and uncovered the core triggers causing this progression block. Today, we will guide you through an exhaustive, step-by-step diagnostic process to eliminate these crashes, prevent the Chapter 2 gas station freeze, and resolve the notorious slow-motion physics bug. Enable Steam beta participation. We discovered that the most direct fix for the difficulty selection crash involves adjusting your Steam client settings. This forces the client to download beta framework files that restore compatibility with the classic Mafia Roman 2 Executable. Restart and update Steam client. After enabling the beta participation, immediately restart your Steam client. The application will prompt an automatic update to install the beta branch files. Allow this process to complete fully before attempting to launch the game again. Verify integrity of game files. Sometimes, the classic installation packages become corrupted during the initial download process. This action forces the server to cross-reference your local files and replace any missing core components. Resolve Chapter 2 progression crash. During our analysis, we noted that even after fixing the main menu issue, the game can still crash during the second chapter near the train station and gas card location. To bypass this memory leak, we recommend lowering all in-game graphical settings to their minimum values just before initiating this specific mission. Once you clear the area and trigger an autosave, you can safely revert to your preferred visual settings. Fix the slow-motion physics bug. If you manage to stop the crashing, you might suddenly encounter a persistent slow-motion gameplay bug that acts like a boomerang. This anomaly is tied directly to the game engine calculating physics at an excessively high frame rate. You must force a frame rate cap of 60 frames per second to synchronize the game logic with your display. Enforce VSync via GPU control panel. To further stabilize the game engine and prevent the slow-motion bug from returning, we advise enforcing VSync at the driver level. Open your NVIDIA control panel or AMD software. Navigate to the specific 3D settings for Mafia Roman 2 and set vertical sync to on. This ensures your graphics card does not push excess frames that confuse the game's legacy physics engine. Run the Executable as administrator. Legacy titles frequently lack the necessary permission hierarchies to read and write temporary save data on modern Windows systems. Locate the main game executable in your local files. Right-click to open Properties and navigate to the Compatibility tab. Check the box labeled Run this program as an administrator and apply the changes. Disable Fullscreen optimizations. Windows tries to overlay modern rendering techniques on older DirectX 9 games, which often results in immediate desktop crashes. This forces the operating system to respect the game's native rendering pipeline. Enable Windows 7 compatibility mode. Because this classic version was designed for older operating systems, running it on modern Windows environments can cause immediate thread failures during the difficulty selection screen. Tick the box for Run this program in compatibility mode for, and select Windows 7 from the drop-down menu. We found this completely eliminates specific startup hangs. Clear local AppData configurations. Corrupted configuration files saved in your local directory will persistently overwrite any adjustments you make through Steam. Press the Windows key and R, type %local appdata%, and locate the 2K Games folder. Delete the Mafia Roman 2 folder entirely to force the game to generate fresh, clean configuration files upon your next launch. Reinstall legacy PhysX drivers. Mafia Roman 2 relies heavily on NVIDIA PhysX technology, and modern graphics drivers often omit the specific legacy frameworks required by this title. Navigate to the game's installation folder, locate the third-party Redistributables folder and run the PhysX installer manually. If it prompts you to repair or reinstall, choose the Reinstall option to restore the missing PhysX libraries. Repair Visual C++ Redistributables. The engine architecture of this classic game requires older Microsoft Visual C++ libraries, specifically the 2005 and 2008 versions. Download the x86 and x64 versions of these packages directly from the official Microsoft repository. Run the installers and select the repair function to replace any broken dynamic link libraries. Disable Steam In-Game Overlay. In-game overlays inject code directly into the rendering process, which frequently conflicts with older game engines and causes menu crashes. Right-click the game in your Steam library, go to Properties, and in the General tab, toggle off the option to enable the Steam overlay while in-game. This minimizes background interference during crucial loading phases. Force Windowed Mode Launch Options. Sometimes the game engine fails to negotiate resolution scaling with modern monitors during the difficulty selection transition. Open the game properties in Steam, locate the Launch Options field, and type -windowed. This forces the game to launch in a window, bypassing full-screen resolution conflicts entirely. Exclude Game Folder from Windows Defender. Aggressive real-time antivirus scanning can quarantine essential executable files the moment they attempt to modify system memory. Open your Windows security settings, navigate to Virus and Threat Protection, and add an exclusion for the entire Steam installation folder. This guarantees the security protocol will not interrupt the game's loading sequence. Disable background overlay applications. Applications like Discord, Riva Tuner Statistics Server, and GeForce Experience utilize screen hooking technology that can trigger a fatal error in older titles. We strongly advise completely closing these applications from your system tray before launching the game. This isolates the rendering environment and prevents third-party software crashes. Limit CPU core affinity. Modern processors feature high core and thread counts that can overwhelm older game engines, leading to immediate thread synchronization crashes. Launch the game, minimize it immediately with Alt and Tab, open Task Manager, right-click the game process, and select Go to Details. Right-click the executable again, choose Set Affinity, and limit the application to only 4 CPU cores. Clear Steam Download Cache. Lingering corrupted download cache data can prevent Steam from properly injecting necessary startup parameters. Open your Steam settings, navigate to the Downloads tab, and click the Clear Cache button. You will need to log back into Steam afterward, but this ensures a clean pathway for the game to launch. Update System DirectX Runtimes. Even on modern systems, legacy DirectX 9 files might be missing or corrupted over time. Download the DirectX End-User Runtime Web Installer from the official Microsoft website and run the setup. This will analyze your system and install any missing legacy components required for the game's interface to render properly. Launch directly from the executable. Bypassing the Steam launcher entirely can sometimes circumvent initialization errors caused by client desynchronization. Navigate directly to your Steam Apps Common folder, locate the Mafia Roman 2 directory, and double-click the main executable. This isolates the game launch process from any pending background Steam tasks. Run System File Checker. After resolving your game-specific issues, it is crucial to ensure your operating system maintains its structural integrity. Open Command Prompt as an administrator and type sfc//scanno. This built-in utility will automatically detect and repair corrupted core system files that could cause future gaming instability. Perform a clean GPU driver installation. Outdated or overlapping graphics drivers are a common source of persistent gaming crashes and performance degradation. We recommend using Display Driver Uninstaller in safe mode to completely wipe your current drivers. Afterward, download and install the latest stable driver package directly from your manufacturer's official website. Don't forget to follow Teknobalta for more.